her writing doesn't feel like a robot wrote it. You can use ChatGPT to write copy, but better to use the words that your people are using. That way, when you communicate with them, they're like, you get me. Awesome. $767 earning per lead. What? How does this funnel perform so well? So one of the things I love about being a Facebook ads manager and strategy partner is that I get to see behind the scenes of so many businesses. And inevitably, I see funnels and I see their conversion rates and profits, and they just make me think, what am I even doing? Like, how am I not doing it right? So today you're going to see one of those funnels, and it's a quiz funnel. And get this, she doesn't even have you submit your name and email to take the quiz. So who am I talking about? Her name is none other than Dallas Travers. I met her in the DMs, actually. I met her because we're both speaking at Brenna McGowan's Behind the Launch Summit, and I'm looking for people to collab with actively. I like meeting folks, and I just was meant to meet people. So, like, who's Dallas? If you've seen her Instagram, you'll know that she's a sales and marketing business coach, and she helps coaches build businesses that they're proud of. And as you can see in the video right here, she's the host of the podcast Coaches on a Mission. It's a podcast to listen to if you're a values-driven coach and you want the freedom, confidence, and impact that comes with a prosperous coaching business. So she's my kind of people, and I DM her and she's totally down to collab, and I'm like, hey, can I review your funnel? And she's like, sure, go for it. And then I start asking some questions, and it's the stats that she shares that just get me all excited. First of all, lead to sale conversion rate, as in what percentage of the leads enter her funnel that actually convert to sales. And she told me 11%. Solid lead to sale conversion rate. And even more solider, solider is that she's tracking that, but the earnings per lead, as in every lead that comes in, how much does she make per lead? $767. Oh my gosh, that would be like a mic drop moment, except for I don't want to drop my podcast mic. So I'm going to react to her funnel. I've seen the landing page, which is just the start page of her quiz, and I'm going to go through that, look at the questions, look at the results, and give some reflections on what I discover. If you don't know me or my voice yet, hi, my name's QUÄY.jo. I am the new host of the Art of Online Business podcast. In a super quick nutshell, if you Google me, you'll probably find Elementary Chinese, where I taught expats how to learn Mandarin Chinese despite being super busy at their day job. I speak way better Chinese than I do Spanish. Why do I do speak Spanish? Because I'm still in Mexico. Well, the long story short, and without so many tears, is right when that vacation happened in January 13th, COVID broke out right after that. And guess what happened to me? I got stuck in Mexico because China shut down its borders. My business at the time was incorporated in China. We thought we would be happy to quarantine because, tacos and guacamole, right? And we were, until we couldn't return to China, and we had to hop on FaceTime and sell 4 bedrooms worth of stuff over FaceTime on our cell phones. And our friends kind of flash sold everything. We were reunited with like 6 luggages, like a year and a half later, and we are still in Mexico to this day. But that is kind of how I came about. Well, now I am a online business coach for course creators, online membership owners, and coaches. And I also manage Facebook ads. I still speak only Mandarin like 95% of the time to my 4.5-year-old son, and he can speak Mandarin too, but he also speaks fluent Spanish because he's in Mexican school down here in Mexico. So that's me. Let's go to the quiz. Here's Dallas's, or Dallas. She has such a cool name. Here's her Instagram profile, and from here, clicking there in her bio, you can get to the links in her bio, and they're so artfully designed. Her branding is on point. And I'm going to go to her quiz. Take the superpower quiz. the way she nurtures you after you finish the quiz is part of the secret to how her funnel converts at $767 per lead to organic traffic. And yes, I want to run her Facebook ads. No, I do not currently, but I'm like, if we can do that, let's see what we can do with some paid traffic. Here's the quiz. So I'm seeing on screen what looks to be watercolor background, which is a nice welcoming background, by the way. It's like clouds and a sunset, a nice kind of hazy sky is shades of peach and orange and in between colors along with the ocean. And in the white box in the middle, it says, Coaches, what's your success superpower? I want to know what my superpower is for success. Take this 45-second quiz and learn the precise steps to find paying clients, build your list, or scale with a course. You'll receive a custom toolkit based on your strengths instead of a one size fits all formula. This probably helps. I mean, it's super clear what the outcome of this quiz is. And a green button that says take the quiz. And that's kind of shocking. I don't have to submit my name or email. I could just start taking the quiz. So there's 10 questions. We're not going to read through all the questions, but question 1, which question do you need answered most right now? And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. And there's questions like, I'm ready to launch a course, but will people actually buy it? What's the best way to be more visible and build my mailing list? Why does it feel like I work all the time? I'm going to choose what's the best way to find more paying clients. It sends me immediately to the next question. How confident are you about your messaging? There's like, I'm pretty new, so it's hard to talk about what I do in words that click. By the way, her writing doesn't feel like a robot wrote it. You can use ChatGPT to write copy, but better to use the words that your people are using. That way, when you communicate with them, they're like, you get me. Awesome. We'll get back to the video in a quick second. You probably assume that because I'm, the host of the Art of Online Business, that it's actually expensive to work with me as your Facebook ads manager and let's call it funnel partner, but it's not. And you will see that, especially if your business is already earning low six figures. We're talking about like 150K annual revenue to like 300K, and you want to be able to scale up to say 900K annual revenue, and you're a course creator, online membership owner, online coach, then ads management would be a good fit for your business. Head to the link in the description below to my website, fill out an application for ads management, and I would love to partner with you as your ads manager and your strategy partner, if you will. Okay, back to the video. One option is I love my niche and I want to put myself out there more consistently. One option is I'm not sure if the niche I've chosen will actually bring in paying clients. Oh, there's one that says my brand and message work so well, I'm completely overwhelmed with just running my business and serving clients. I'm going to choose my niche and message are clear. So I'm just figuring my niche and message are clear. Now I'm figuring out how to present the messaging for my course. Yeah, I can relate with that. Next question, number 3. What's your process to bring in private clients? So I'm going to choose my current clients kind of came in magically. So, well, I would say they came in automatically. Like if you are considering working with me, it's probably because you're hearing me on the podcast. I don't see a podcast option, so I'm just going to choose that one. Next one, how do you spend most of your work time? I guess this one works better for me. In my inbox or wrestling with day-to-day admin. Well, I spend most of my work time managing my team and working inside of ad accounts because I'm a Facebook ad manager. So I guess that's day-to-day admin operations. Next one, list building makes me feel I don't actually actively build my list, though I do have a checklist, Facebook ads setup checklist, so you can set up your Facebook ads the exact way I do because I see so many mistakes. Actually, in an upcoming video, I'm going to tell you why worldwide targeting, which I've heard people doing, is horrible and will burn up all of your Facebook ad money, and what countries to target and why you should target those. In the meantime, I'll say building my list makes me feel guilty. I know it should be a priority, but I am swamped, so it gets pushed to the back burner. How big is your mailing list? My mailing list, because I just started out, is small. It's 100 to 1,000 subscribers. I don't nurture them regularly. Which song best describes how you show up in your business? I'm gonna choose "We Run the World" just because actually "We Run the World." Maybe "Work" because I do a lot of work. Rihanna for the win. Selling is. This is question 8 of 10. Selling is. None of these really fits me. Oh, I guess the last one then. What part of a successful coaching business do you wish you knew more about? Well, I guess that's why some of these questions don't apply because I don't have a coaching business. I have some Facebook ads courses, a funnel course, and a tripwire building course, but I don't really coach. But I'm thinking about it because I really love it. So, what part of a successful coaching business do you wish you knew more about? Well, let's just go ahead and say the best way to bring in paying clients. Please let it be simple. Last question. What will you do when your business is really prosperous? I'm already there and I want to have even more impact. Or 2, I'll hire a team so I can delegate and feel free. That feels far away, but it sounds awesome. Celebrate because my hard work has paid off. Give back to my community or causes that matter. I don't wait to give back or to causes that matter. I give to causes now, and I don't feel that my business is really prosperous, though. I'm doing prosperous, so I'm doing all right. So how about really prosperous? If you're watching me on my 100 days to 100K months, then you know that I'm making it. It's not like I've arrived anywhere near 100-day months, but I think at the time of the recording of this video, I've generated somewhere around like 30,000, just under there. And I think like 14 or 15,000 new dollars in recurring revenue since I first started the challenge. So I'm going to say that feels far away, but it sounds awesome. Just click that middle one right here. Oh, this is where you have to enter your name and email to get the results. Tricky, tricky. No, this makes kind of sense though, because it's like the barrier to start the quiz is low. Let's put in my name here. That's how you spell my name. It's actually Ghanaian because my dad immigrated to the US of A from Ghana. My mom is American, and all I got was the name from Ghana. And I speak 0 of the languages that my dad speaks. I think he speaks like 7. French and German, which have nothing to do with Ghana. It's originally an English colony, and thus most of Ghana speaks English today, but he speaks like 5 other languages from the country. I'm going to put my email in, see my results. So now, here's my result. And before I read it, Dallas told me there are 5 quiz results. So mine says, get excited because your success superpower is connection. Whoa, how'd you know that? This is very true, I believe. You became a coach to help others experience the same transformation that you did in your own life. Yeah, I identify with that. Your clients, free plus paid, value your insight, and people around you admire your commitment. Okay, it's time to leverage what comes naturally to make your coaching business feel real. And then there's a button that says grab your custom toolkit here, and it's a brown button. What I like about that call to action button is it's brown everywhere. Though brown doesn't seem like it stands out to me, it is the same color everywhere so that I know if I see brown and when I hover my mouse over it, it kind of turns to a darker brown. So I know that that's a button. And I also like that the call to action button says something different every time. Grab your custom toolkit here is what it says there. And then below here, it says download it here. And the last one says save your toolkit there. So I'm going to save this thing and see what it is. It's a nice PDF. First of all, we're here to figure out why does this funnel convert to her program at $797 per lead. And if you look at this toolkit, my gosh, that is clearly quality. But where's the toolkit? So it gives you your big opportunities and then potential weak spots. Overcomplicating things is so my weak spot. But my strength, we'll get to strengths later. So this toolkit looks like it's sending people to the podcast. Oh, so many episodes. The second page of the toolkit has 2 episodes, like your small group coaching roadmap. You are built for success. It has like on the left hand side of the page, it has the podcast cover work art, and on the right hand side of the page, it has the episode title, what you'll learn, and then something to listen for in the episode. So this one says you're built for success. What you'll learn. If you've ever invested in a program that didn't deliver on its promise, it's easy to doubt yourself. This episode helps you embrace the truth, which is that you, my friend, are built for success. And then it says, listen for this. Oh, like the highlight, if you will. A teaser. The transformation that happens when you lean into your instincts and your strengths to redefine success. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, a bunch of episodes to go for. Now, she told me that there's 5 results. She tells me that the podcast does the work to build rapport and drive applications for her program. Okay, cool. She also told me that 91% of her program enrollees come through her podcast. So, their big priority with this quiz, which is now very clear, is to get folks listening to the podcast. That's why there's 2 podcast episodes on each page, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of podcast episodes. But that's not all. There's one more thing that she does that I will explain to you. But back to this quiz results page, it tells you beware, every superpower comes with some kryptonite. And so that's where it gives me my big opportunities on the left hand side of the page, and on the right hand side of the page, potential weak spots. And then they're wanting you to check out the toolkit below. It's very clear. She has a bio right here, Dallas Travers, and she talks about the hive, which is she's on a mission to help you center your values and your clients as you question the commonly accepted practices inside the online world to make an authentic impact without compromise. Sounds good. Sign me up. And then she says our hive members have a lot of firsts. First paying client, first 5-figure launch, first 5-figure day, first 6-figure year, all with confidence. Very cool. And then on the page, she actually has links to, that's 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, so 12 podcast episodes. And when I click on one of those links, it takes me to the podcast episode on Spotify. So I'll leave you with this. Since she knows that the Hive, her program, 90% of the enrollees come through her podcast, she clearly figured out this quiz funnel exists with one sole mission: get people to the podcast so that the podcast can build her authority, right? And build the value and maybe probably the need and the desire for what her program offers. Now, what did I say? One more thing I wanted to give you is her email nurture sequence is 21 days. How many of you, and including me, if you're watching the video, my hand is raised, have a super short kind of wham bam, thank you ma'am email sequence that's like 5 emails trying to sell a low ticket offer, and it's done. And then somebody will just receive your email letter after that. Like, that's me. And right now, I feel convicted. 21-day email nurture sequence. I for sure could extend my own email nurture sequence and add a lot more value through it all, especially in this climate. And I'm hearing more frequently that sales in course creators' businesses are lower than they used to be. Kind of the pandemic boom for sales is over, and there's just a lot more competition because there were so many people that were rushing headfirst into the online course and membership space. And so now we really have got to build a lot more value. So 21 days, that's my own challenge, is to develop a longer nurture sequence but this is the top of her funnel and how it converts 11% of the people who start this funnel convert into her program, the Hive, and she has $767 earnings per lead. And then also, if I didn't make it clear, ask yourself, how are people getting into my program? And then, because this is something I do with my clients, and then look at what this organic funnel, this natural funnel is in your business. There definitely is a path that people are following throughout your business ecosphere before they buy something from you. And if you figure out that path, then you can make it an official funnel and help people and more people along that path.